Welcome back, everybody. TV Sports 27 here. ESPN NFL 2K5 Fantasy Draft. Washington Commanders, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It has been an offensive struggle for the Washington Commanders so far in this game. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, for being back, and thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who actually were the ones that chimed in. We heard from Kay Duckman, we heard from Jonathan Harrigan, we heard from Zach Woods, who wrote in on Patreon and said, yeah, we want to see 2K5. We want to see you keep bringing it to us. So that's what we did. So we're getting ready to kick off the second half. Go ahead, and if you want to see the first half, if you want to see the draft process, our roster, all of that, you can check that out either on our YouTube page, the archives, or on our Patreon page, early and ad-free. These episodes of 2K5 are going to take us through the month of December. So that should get us in a good position. Here we see the 6 drives, and not good for the Washington Commanders. Mark Bulger has not performed quite well, and we haven't seen a lot out of Terrell Owens, who's the cover athlete. And we'll see what we got here in the second half. Any kind of halftime adjustments, if they were made. I hit the wrong button again. Bulger fumbles. And this is what we don't have control of the team. We can make, I suppose, benchings and things of that sort, but as far as like trading Mark Bulger away, what the game decides is what we are going with here. So second down, Bulger, and there's just the third completion of the game. Dallas Clark brings it in to make it a 3rd and 8. And you see the offensive output so far for the Commanders. Oh my God, and it's dropped by T.O. Oh, the frustration right now in this ball game. That was one of the better passes from Mark Bulger so far in this one. And it hits Terrell Owens, who's a 100 overall in this game. It hits him in the fingertips and falls incomplete. And the offensive frustrations continue right now for the Washington Commanders. Rich Gannon, your quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fantasy draft style. We let the computer decide the rosters and decide the rosters throughout the season here. Gannon's going to dump it off to Charlie Garner, who gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Gannon, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the first half, as the Buccaneers have their 16-3 lead here over the Commanders. Gannon, that one goes incomplete. We're going to go with a 4 wide receiver set here. There you get some scores, and we're going to take a look at the Chris Berman post-game or post-week report, the Sports Center report. One of the coolest things that people have been asking for in a football game for almost 2 decades now. That was in 2K5, the week wrap-up by Chris Berman. We're going to take a look at that. And if it doesn't get copyright claimed for having ESPN music, you guys will get to see it. If it does get copyright claimed, you won't get to see it, but we're going to put it up on Patreon. So it's up to the YouTube gods if you guys will see that or not. So remember hang time when that was a thing. People always loved the hang time. You had to get that thing up in the air. Look at this. We're going to get a somewhat decent return from Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon in the running game, that has been a bit of a struggle as well in this one. Corey Dillon, oh man, he had the block but got stuck behind his man. Ten carries, 18 yards for Dillon. You don't know who these stats are going for. I mean, Tommy Maddox, but what team does he play on? That's one flaw. Is it the team that has the lead, I'm guessing, maybe? There we go. Dillon's going to pick up a first down. That might be Corey Dillon's first down in this game. Well, I haven't played this game in years, but then like some of these animations like really come back to you. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that hopping animation. Because I played this game from, I told you I bought Madden, the one that had Sean Alexander on the cover. I bought that. Actually, now that I remember, I did a Giants franchise with that Madden, the one that had Sean Alexander on the cover. And I remember changing the uniforms to black and blue, like the New York, New Jersey Hitmen in the XFL. So, Bulger play fake, just under pressure, and had to get rid of that one. I played, other than that brief Madden that I played with Alexander on the cover, I played this game from 2005 until Madden 12. So, almost 10 years. So, these animations are pretty locked into my head here. Wide open, and Bulger under throws. Is that Javar Gaffney he was looking for? 3 of 15. It was Javar Gaffney. They say he dropped it. It was a bit of an underthrow. And offensive struggles right now for the Commanders are continuing. And we just got done playing on All-Pro with Carson Palmer and did absolutely fine. So... Gannon. He felt the heat and just kind of got rid of that one. Gannon, that one is good, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. (11 of 20, 196, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, all happened in the first quarter. And it's going to be a 1st down, and it is going to be a touchdown. Who's 44 on the Bucs? Conrad Thompson. Rob Conrad. I have no memory of who that is. Let's Google it real quick. Rob Conrad. He is an American financial advisor and a former American football fullback. Drafted by the Miami Dolphins. He played from 1999 to 2004, and his last season was on the practice squad in 2005. So he did not have a good professional career. His number was retired at Syracuse. Good Lord. So, okay, this is all on Wikipedia. He's the CEO of Alterna Financial, managing director. He fell off his boat while fishing alone in the Atlantic Ocean in 2015. He swam 9 miles to safety over 12 hours. That man that we just saw run for that touchdown right there. That man, number 44. He had to swim for 12 miles. That's nuts. Okay, well, we're kind of, unless we got some crazy comeback in us, growing pains are going to be a big part. And you know what? Maybe it's good to have a season. I don't know. People hate it or not. It might be good to have a season where we're not good, because we've been pretty dominant with the Denver Broncos on Madden 20. We've been pretty dominant with the Utah Utes. Our Marlins have not been dominant, and we haven't played with our Diamondbacks in a while. We won a cup with the Red Wings, so you know what? We'll have a team that we got to kind of struggle and battle with here. So 2nd and 9. Bulger tipped up. T.O. makes the grab on the deflection. And that's Owen's first catch of the football game. The fans loving that. That's what they've been waiting for. Again, a bit of an underthrow from Bulger. You get that a little higher. Maybe T.O. with no one behind him is headed to the end zone. But there's your first Terrell Owens catch. Corey Dillon gets a 6-yard run there. 34 yards on 14 carries for Dillon. Play fake. Look how quick the play fakes are in this game. Bulger. Oh, my God. Well, let's look at these numbers. 0 for 6 on the right side. So going straight down the middle has been his best bet. 4 of 17 for Mark Bulger. First down. And that's Jackson's first catch of the game. That's our number 2 wide receiver. Well, this has been our deepest and most successful drive so far. Corey Dillon with the give. Getting some comments on my F-Zero video. We're getting some decent viewership on that. No new subscribers, but the viewership's pretty high on our Tetris, or our F-Zero 99. Back to Dillon. Oh my God, couldn't even get to the outside. He lost all his yardage right there.
Hey, Corey, that's negative yards, baby.
First down to T.O. And the Commanders starting to put it together a little bit here. Took a long time, but a promising drive. Maybe a fourth quarter comeback in the books. And Cronwell could not hang on to it. Jarred loose, incomplete. Oh yeah, a little shimmy shake there. Another sack there. There's a cornerback blitz, and Darius got him. There he is, Donovan Darius. Strong safety coming in, actually, for the Terrell Owens, just short of the first down, and I think you got to go for it here. Right? The game says kick a field goal. I'm going to override the game. I think we got to go for it. Do we just run it? Or you know what? We're going to try to run it.
Oh, yeah, fourth down, baby.
Now, that guy right there on the outside is kind of scaring me. What do we got? Oh, we got the end of the quarter already? Okay. Yeah, I think we definitely got to go for it. I wonder if the game will change its mind here. 23-3. Buccaneers all over the Commanders. No, they still did not change their mind. We're going to go heavy I formation right up the gut. Oh my God, I don't think we got it. They're going to measure. They're going to bring the chains out as we hold our collective breaths. Ugh. We went behind our blocker, went right behind the fullback, couldn't get it. And our Most successful drive of the ball game. That's how that one ends, on a turnover on downs. What is Gannon doing? That's a flat. Oh, we got to challenge that. No, that can't stand. And not a ball spar. That's an illegal forward pass. Can we not challenge? We can't challenge that. Oh my god. I don't like that. Pitches to the outside. Our 9-mile swimmer, Conrad. Boy, he's the Mike Allstott of this Buccaneers run. And there's a frustrated Commanders. Rob Conrad, 91 yards. Most of it was on that big touchdown run.
Danny, can you deal with this? Single back. Single back. Down. Set. Hurry. 41.
Oh, they almost got me. Gannon almost threw the third interception of the game there. All right, so we'll get 3rd down and 6. What the hell did I click on? Okay.
This is the series here, baby. We gotta stop him. Single back. Single back. Down.
3rd and 6, Rich Gannon. 1st down, Buccaneers. And there's Devin Booker. Booker. Is it? What's his first name? I already forgot. He's got 133. He's had a pretty outstanding game for Tampa Bay. Look at that high-scoring game. Gannon, 1st down. Another one out to Dyson, and yeah, there's no slowing this team down. You can chalk this one up to an L. Barlow with 160. Look at these rushing yards. Eddie George. Food time. Man, and Luna, the TV sports mascot, just wakes up out of a deep sleep when that food hits and goes running. You see Conrad, 94 yards, 8 carries. They've had a pretty good 1-2 punch at the running back position here in Tampa. So we'll see. Peterson, who struggled all day with kicks. Can he nail this one? Oh, they're going to hold on to it. This always annoyed me. I remember. Because they can let the clock run down, but I don't think I have a way to, like, line up a kick and then not kick it like they did. And that's no good. So Conrad, they managed to address their kicking situation. Okay. We got to come up with 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes. Is that a possibility? Gaffney with the grab, but he's out of bounds. Do I even want to look at these numbers again? I mean, straight down the middle, deep. He's perfect, so. Ugh, couldn't find anyone open. Third and 19. Is 7 minutes too long? Or is it the perfect length? I mean, we're only at 20 minutes. Most of these, I mean, it's right at the 30-minute mark, so. Oh, what a catch by Cronwell. First down on 3rd and long. I mean, it's still, we're very much out of this, but having to get 3 touchdowns. And, well, I mean, you see some signs of life out of this Commander squad if they can just stay consistent. 9 of 24. I mean, that's pretty normal stats for 7 minutes. So I think 7 minutes is the good spot here. Oh my God, and that one just goes incomplete. We did have a solid run for a while. I remember too going into this game because like being a big fan of the original XFL and putting like nicknames on the back of a bunch of people's jerseys. You just change their last name and then you can get the nickname. Would you guys want to see me do that here? Bulger completes it to Jackson, and we are at the 2-minute warning. So T.O. 54 yards, Jabbar Gaffney 48. Obviously not where we want to be, but you know, we can keep having these good plays or good moments. Maybe that'll carry into week 2, which we are going to play week 2's game after this. So we got a second dose coming your way. Bulger. That one's incomplete. T.O. well covered, but he's able to fight off the defense and make that grab. So 3rd and 5. Getting a touchdown. You don't want to go without a touchdown at home. So I mean that would be something here. Tipped. Oh, looking for Terrell Owens, incomplete. Well, here we go. Once again, going for it. 4th down and 5. I don't know where he was throwing that to. And that is about how this game has gone. Buccaneers fans letting us hear it. Miscommunication from Bulger dumping it off. Just not even to the right spot, so. And is that Carson Palmer? Is that their backup? Can I not look at the other team? Well, that's intriguing. Can't look at the other team. I don't know. Number 3, Palmer? Maybe Jesse Palmer? Well, not how we wanted to start fantasy draft mode here on 2K5 with this kind of beatdown from Tampa Bay. But we're going to try to regroup and see what happens in week 2. Maybe it was wearing the white unis at home. Maybe we gotta switch it up here for the Washington Commanders. So they can run one more play, get this one in the books. We'll watch the end of week 1 report. And then we'll head on to our next game.
Don't let him kick it, D.
All right, final seconds tick off the clock, and the Buccaneers, most of their points all coming in that first quarter, but they put a beating on our Washington Commanders here, 23-3. Your final score. Mark Bulger and the rest of this offense have a lot of work to do. Man, I miss these old animations. They got a lot of work to do to get onto the same page here. So, post-game show. Finished with 204 yards. Tampa Bay, 360. Just about doubling us up, about 40 yards away from a double. And they turned it over twice. Here's going to be the big run here from Conrad. And this is what really began to blow the game open, because we started to kind of get the Buccaneers in check a little bit offensively. Rich Gannon was not as effective in the second half as he was early on in the first quarter. Finally kind of got Terrell Owens in the mix a bit. It was a struggle to get him going. But Conrad and Jabbar Gaffney, or Charlie Gardner rather, were the guys, but it ended up being Conrad. I mean, you swim 9 miles, you're a tough guy. This is where things kind of started to pick up a little bit, and you maybe say that there's hope for this Commanders offense, because they started to move the ball well in the fourth quarter. But your player of the game, Devin Booker, finishes with 131 and a touchdown. So let's see. I don't know if we have the commentary turned off if we listen to the post-game show and you'll hear everything or not, but we will soon find out. So can I just simulate week? Yes. I guess you'll kind of get spoiled here. So we'll go ahead and let's see if we can hear this. And again, I don't know the copyright situation here. If ESPN music is copyrighted, this will have to be edited out. This entire thing is going to go up on our Patreon page, though. So if you want to see the show, it'll be up on our Patreon page, guaranteed. Hopefully it doesn't have to get edited out, but we will find out. I think we might have to turn the volume up. That's kind of annoying that you have to... Yeah, okay, hold on. I guess we just need to have the volume up. We'll just have to do it because it's annoying that... That's really kind of annoying that having the commentary turned down doesn't let you listen to the halftime post-game shows. Presentation. I guess we'll put it here because we can still have it turned down. I have PA turned down because I think there's music involved in that situation. We got to... Should we bump this? I don't know. We were getting pretty good. Let's see what the stats look like. We were getting pretty decent stats But here we go. We're going to turn the volume up. You guys can listen on to the old post-game report or week 1 report. And like I said, don't know copyright situation if this gets edited out. If you don't see this, that means we had to cut it out due to copyright, but it'll be up on our Patreon page. But hopefully you guys will be able to see this in full.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Chargers end up with an 8-point victory. Muhsin Muhammad stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Over in Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we had the Browns come away with a 7-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Larry Izzo will be playing his football elsewhere, though perhaps not for as much as he would have liked. 4 years, $2.0 million. Jamar Taylor will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Texans. Richard Siegler will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 6 years, $2.7 million. Harold Morrow is also on the move as he signs a robust 5-year contract with the Bucs.
Buccaneers, Redskins.
Boy, the commentary just died on this one, huh? What the heck? What happened? Why'd everything die? Okay, well, this is strange. Well, we don't have any more audio, so we'll look at the scores here. Patriots beat the Colts. I don't know why it just suddenly stopped out of nowhere.
My favorite
Oh,
Martin is always
it's back.
They're at the 1-yard line and touchdown. The Packers
That was so
win this
weird.
one by the final
Okay,
score
listen
of
in.
14-7. The Cardinals got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at the Edward Jones Dome. Kelly Campbell had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Right by Lady Liberty in New York, we had the Jets plow to an awe-inspiring 38-point win. Chiefs, Broncos. Plow to an John Kitna. Mark signals at the 24-yard line. Do they go to the end zone here? Takes a little extra time at the snap. Good pocket, slings it. And a perfect timing pattern for a touchdown. The Broncos go on to win this.
Man,
by the
as a
final
Bronco
score of
and a
28-21.
Cardinals fan, Larry Fitzgerald on the
Brett
Cardinals
Favre
on the
threw
Broncos
three
makes me
strikes
really
to the end
happy.
zone and helped his Seahawks beat the Saints. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins get sent away with a 7-point loss. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Ontario Smith is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Knee tendonitis is the report. He'll be out for 5 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Brian Scott sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. He's suffering from a twisted knee, and he'll be out for 3 weeks. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Jason Gilden is going to find himself on the shelf, and that will be a major blow to his team. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Jaguars, Bills. Priest Holmes is taking a look at the defense behind the quarterback at his own 14-yard line. Whoop! There he goes with a beautiful spin. Celebrate a touchdown. The Jaguars win this one by the final score of 35-30. And in our final game, we had the Lions come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studio. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Man, how good is that? That takes you back. Amazing. People have been asking for that for 20 years to be back in a football game. So, with that being said, yeah, I think the sim quarter length is actually perfect, looking at how some of those stats were. That is going to do it for this episode, but if you are watching with us live on Twitch, or if you are with us on Patreon, we're going to continue on for about another hour or so. We're going to get into divisional action as we take on the New York Football Giants. So stay tuned with that. If you are watching on YouTube, come on back. We got 2 more days of 2K5 Fantasy Draft coming your way.